I'm grateful you're here with me, one and all. Okay. Intuition is our divine inner voice within us. And yet, often we ignore the voice. How often do you deny its ability to invite more abundance into your life? Why is it, right? Why is it that such can be a challenge to trust? It's hard for us to trust and to surrender, right, to our own inside voice. So I want to share with you why we deny this voice, some inspiring examples of how to learn and to lean into and walk through an empowering visualization to help you embrace it in the future. Our intuition is that inner voice that guides us, it directs us. And if we follow it, things go much easier in our life. Okay? First off, let's dive into why we deny our divine voice of intuition. I believe it stems from the fact that we become so deeply influenced and attracted to and even overwhelmed by all the outside voices in the world, whether it be our parents, close friends, who we trust their opinion, right? Those that influence our judgments in our life, our partners, our coworkers, and heaven forbid the news, right? I know. Each day you are bombarded with the noise of all those other voices, and it can become quite deafening. It will cause us to second guess our own inner voice. And over time, if you do not allow yourself to invest time inside of the stillness of your own mind, your inner voice of intuition is drowned out. Plus, if you dare say that, out loud, then listening to your intuition, like if you dare say out loud that you're listening to your intuition, or that you make your choices based on your inner voice, you may experience judgment by those close to you, or even a sense of laughter, like where they're shaming you, that you would have the courage to do this. But the truth is, they never had the courage to do it, to own their inner voice. They probably don't know how to hear their inner voice within themselves. But I suspect you do. You're drawn to me. And for that reason, you are aware. Just that in itself lets me know that you are aware. You have a strong knowingness around something, and you might even feel stuck when you don't feel that there is something coming up, or where you don't get that inner voice. It's there. Sometimes we get to make decisions based on our own inner trust, but I want you to know that the inner voice is your intuition. That will guide you, especially if you pause to say, what's best for me here? Okay? And while it can be challenging to lean in and develop this gift of yours, it is possible. So please give yourself some grace if you find it difficult or challenging because of past experiences, or where you feel like you didn't listen correctly, or if you struggle to trust and surrender, okay, to the power of intuition. It is something that you can learn and develop. Let's begin to build that trust today. I call the discovery of following intuition divine reciprocation. For when you trust your inner voice and take actions that you feel called to make, what comes back to you are the most unexpected gifts. The gift of flow, right? The gift of things falling into place, the gift of coincidence happening. And it's almost like an energetic boomerang coming right back because you followed your intuition, right? It's beautiful. Your intuition throws out, right, this message to you, and a blessing comes back when you pause and you take action in it. Here are two quick examples I'd like to share how you can begin to gain deeper understanding of the possibilities for prosperity once you use the invitation of intuition. 1, your intuition is telling you to take a new job that has been offered to you, right? But it's not the perfect job. Now, there's a difference between maybe it's not a perfect job because it's not the pay rate you wanted. Now, there's a difference with intuition where you feel like that's a struggle, right? Or if it's just a little bit inconvenient. There's a difference, and you get better at honing in on it. So let's just say, you're not excited because they didn't give you a big promotion regarding pay for this new job. It wasn't what you were expecting or hoping for that would honor who you are. But this is the thing. Your intuition is giving you that go ahead. Like you feel like even though it's not perfect, you feel like it's still a go. Plus, you can already see by looking at the position of the job that there are other benefits to this new position, like building your network of connections. Suddenly you find yourself, right, so let's say you take the job. So moving forward a year, you find yourself looking back in the future at that original opportunity that wasn't perfect for you, but it still felt like the right thing to do. And then just based on the fact that you saw that you got to meet, you increased in your connections and with other people, made it okay. All right, that's okay. You look back in a year, and by saying yes, you realize that by taking this job, it allowed you to sharpen your skills inside of that position and elevate your expertise to elite levels. Your new skills and abilities were noticed by others thanks to those networks, right, that this job brought you, and you had access, right? If you had stayed in the original job, you wouldn't have had access to them. So by saying yes, you now have made these connections and you've been offered something new because they noticed who you are, which then led to you landing your dream job, life-changing, income empowered, and living within your soul purpose daily because you said yes to possibilities of what it would become. All because you trusted the reciprocation of your intuition being the guiding light for you and the energetic boomerang coming back when you follow it. I think it's a great example. And another example that's from a personal experience of a client is you find yourself, let's say you find yourself at your favorite coffee shop. I've used it a couple times, but I'll go into this more. And for the past few days, you've seen this same man, right, in line in the mornings when you're getting coffee. Your intuition is just saying, it's screaming at you, say hello, but you're timid, right? And your friends tell you he's too handsome because you've pointed him out to them, of course, because you've all gone in to get coffee. And so they're like, oh my gosh, he probably has so many girlfriends, a ton of girls. He could have anybody. Well, that diminishes you, even though they are acknowledging how happy they are. You're like, it quiets your ability to answer your intuition to say hello. Or they say you might have some old schooled friends in your life that say you can't be that flirtatious and you can't be so bold as to actually ask him if he would like to spend time with you at some point, right? Like that isn't something you can do. Wait for him to come to you. Well, there might be, right? The point is that they challenge you on your desire, mostly because they're trying to protect you, by the way. Just know that. But what it does is it blocks your ability to say yes to your intuition. All you have to do is say hi. Okay. Your inner voice, that inner intuition is telling you, leave all doubts and fears behind and take action. And so you do. And so did she. The next thing you know, you have been dating for several months, and it's been absolutely blissful. Something out of, let's just make it like the Hollywood movie. Something you've always wanted. Then the day comes, much faster than ever dreamed of or anticipated. And they ask if you can spend your life together, however that looks, right? And of course, you say yes. But if you had not, right, if this, how is this all possible? Well, the truth is, it's only possible because you said yes to yourself, and you trusted that, and gave permission to your, in that yes to your intuition. There's a quote: "A woman knows her." Let me start over. A woman is known by her intuition or instinct, what is best for her. She always knows this. A woman knows what is best for her and her instincts for herself. Isn't that true? Marilyn Monroe said that. And it is spot on. We intuitively know what is best for us in love, in relationships, in our career. We know it. It's whether we give ourselves permission to live it. Yeah. Now, stay right here because I wanted to share with you a visualization. It'll help you, okay, for tonight's message to sink in. It will help deepen within you, and it will help activate your intuition. And that's what I want for you. All right. So I'd like you to get into a comfortable position. All right. And find that comfortable position, preferably with your feet on the ground and your eyes closed. And I say, let's begin. I'll cover it because I move my hands during this time, and it's very distracting. So let's begin. It's so important that we follow who we are. We follow the inner guidance. We follow our intuition. So let's do it. All right, dear ones. Taking a deep breath into your lungs, fill your lungs to capacity. A little bit more, and hold. Now, just release it. Release the day's tensions and worries. There you go. On the next breath, I want you to take a breath into your lungs, but we're not going to stop in the lungs. So fill the lungs to capacity. Now keep going. Sense, feel, and imagine that your breath is going into your brain, activating the right and left hemisphere of your brain. Activating your central nervous system. There we go. Now on the exhale, I want you to sense, feel, and imagine that you're finding the center of your body. There you go. Now within that center, there is a center. Beautiful. Now returning your breath to normal flow. As I count from 3 to 1. 3. You become more deeply relaxed. As you sense, feel, and know, all is in divine order. 2. The sounds around you allow you to go deeper relaxed. And 1. You sense, feel, and imagine that you are hiking up a mountain trail. As you take your footed steps, one foot in front of the other, up the mountain trail, your mind wanders, and it wonders why you are hiking to the top of this mountain. What is the purpose, and what awaits you at the summit? You remember. It was your inner voice, the compass of your intuition, that brought you this far. So you continue up the trail. You continue to trust your intuition. With each step, you are amazed at how easy each of your steps are. They are easy walking up the trail. How easy it seems to be. There is no real effort. There is no struggle. As if you are floating up the mountain. As you hike up the mountain, you notice all of the blessings around you, the flowers that seem in high color definition, so vibrant and alive. The trees are whispering to your soul as they gently rock back and forth in the soft breeze. You feel the sun, the warm sun, bask you in a comfort blanket of warmth as it begins to settle behind the horizon. Time seems to be passing by just in a blink of an eye, and yet so naturally. There it is. Looking up from your feet, you see it, the summit. You have arrived. From the top, you can see the ends of the earth. It all seems limitless as you stand at the top of the summit, gazing over the ocean. You see the ebb and flow of the waves, soothing your very soul. Closing your eyes, you take a deep, refreshing breath of air. Slowly, leaning your head back ever so gently, you open your eyes to gaze up at the night sky, filled with brilliant, radiant stars, so many that you know these are ones you have never seen fill the sky, as you are now seeing them reflecting upon you. It's almost as if they are your stars. You feel something in your hand. Looking down at your hand, you see a boomerang. You smile, maybe even chuckle to yourself at how bizarre it seems to you to be holding a boomerang. Then your intuition, yes, the same intuition that brought you up the mountain, whispers in your ear, throw the boomerang out. Throw all that it represents away so it can all return to you. You pause for a moment. Did I hear that correctly? Throw all it represents away? What is it? Like a flashing light of a star, like a lightning bolt, you receive a crystal clear clarity of what it is for you. It is all your limitations. It is all your disbeliefs. It represents negative, inherited vibrational energy, and it is all of the outside voices that tell you no, it is not possible. That's when you feel your grip on the boomerang tighten with certainty. You step to the edge of the summit. You look up at the stars, your stars. Moving your arm in and along the front of your body, you take a step. Turn your shoulders sideways, and you throw it away. The boomerang rises to the heavens effortlessly, gliding into the night sky. When you see it change course, the boomerang begins to snatch up your stars, carrying them along behind it in a stream of stars as you watch it capture every one of your stars. It feels magical. You feel a shiver of goosebumps run up your spine and into the cells of your body. as you feel the joy of total acceptance and the feelings of love, you begin to feel your body letting go of it, that you may finally receive the reciprocity of following your intuition. You see the boomerang arc its way back towards you on the summit. You're smiling. As you see it's making its final descent back to you, it's right in front of you. You catch it. You receive it. Yes. It's glowing with radiant, sparkling energy that feels like divine permission to your own soul's personal invitation to live from your true voice of intuition. See and feel the stars circling around you, activating self-belief and possibilities for now and in the future by following your inner voice of intuition. It's time to walk back down the mountain trail. You cradle the boomerang in your arm, and with every step back down the mountain, you see every dream you've desired come to life in your mind's eye. This possibility, you see the version of you, and you know now that you will always trust your inner voice within of intuition. For she is one with herself and will forever listen to the invitations of her intuition so she can receive the blessings of her divine life of possibilities. She is beautiful. She is accepting. She is enough. She is home. Bringing your awareness back to your breath, I will count from 1 to 3, and you will come back to your original space with clarity, understanding, and trust. 1, bringing your awareness just back to your body. 2, activating the cells within your body to your new vibrational integrated soul's truth. 3, eyes wide open. You are now fully and accepting of receiving the answers you seek and the inner guidance of intuition you already possess. There we go. You with me? Everyone with me, huh? Thank you for being here. It's a fabulous visualization. And I want to encourage you to come back and do it again. Come back, feel all those magical stars coming within you, and trust that your life and your intuition is in divine order for you. Sending you off in lots of love. And thanks for being here. Bye-bye.